So the helpline service runs every single day and many people are aware of it. But the increase in call-outs that we are experiencing are actually in relation to our appropriate adult service. And this service is one that we have a call-out system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have a group of highly trained volunteers who are available throughout this time. And their role is to look after to safeguard the welfare and the rights of children when they are detained by the Royal Gibraltar Police and HM Customs. As you can imagine, being detained, arrested for either a crime or alleged crime or being suspected of a crime is a very scary experience for many people, let alone a child. And our role is there not as one to provide any kind of legal advice, although we can access that for them. Our role is there to look after the welfare of them during that process of the arrest, being detained in the custody suite, and during the interview process.
And with regards to the increase in call-outs for appropriate adults, what might the reasons behind this be? Are more children being arrested?
There are lots of children going through the process, and our role is to be there for them. Why there are an increase, we go back to some of the same reasons, probably the pandemic, potentially mental health issues, potentially the financial difficulties families are experiencing. And what we found is that the children who are going through this process, they are very vulnerable. These are children that are already getting involved in crime at a very young age, and for that to happen, a child's outcomes and vulnerability levels have already increased. Add to the factor that they don't have a parent able to attend or suitable to attend because either they've been involved in the crime, they're under the influence, they aren't geographically in Gibraltar, which means that this child is potentially homeless in one regard. They are sofa surfing, they have no fixed abode. You add that all into the equation, and these are some of the most vulnerable children in our community, and that's why Childline pick up this service. We want to safeguard children and look after their welfare, and in their time of need, when they're detained in a police station, Childline are there for them to support them and their welfare.
And of course, with this increase in demand, there's also a need for more volunteers.
Yes, we are. We're in desperate need for some volunteers. We're running a training course next month, and we're appealing for people who are wanting to take up this very unique volunteering opportunity. It's something that requires a specific kind of person who's willing to get involved in this kind of sphere. It's not just raising money at a street stall. We need to be heavily trained. We have ongoing supervision and support to support children through a difficult time. But in addition to that, this is very much about quiet, dedicated volunteering service. No one's going to thank you at 3 in the morning when you leave the police station after volunteering for a service like this. And in light of recent times and recent news, for anyone that might be willing to take part in a active service of duty to support our children and safeguard them during very difficult times, this is a perfect volunteering opportunity for them.